one more thing rather explosively. 3 people told me off record. 2 people who have this in a written communication from Charlie. One who is a Turning Point USA donor, and I would say very much one of the white knights in this. The very day before Charlie Kirk died, he expressed that he thought he was going to be killed. He told these people, I think they're going to kill me. Okay. He did not express that to me. So I am telling you this based off the testimony of 3 people. And I am saying this because I hope that these people who I think are good will be inspired to come forward with that. Again, those conversations I had were off record. I honor that. If I say it's off record, it stays off record. But I'm hoping that watching what I am doing and feeling the energy that is rising
Mm.
across the world for people who want to know what the heck happened on 9/10, that, they will be brave and they will say, yeah, Charlie did the day before he died think that he was going to be killed, and maybe tell us who is they? Well, for once and for all, who is they? Who is the they that he thought were going to kill him? Now to answer.
Okay, who actually is they? This is breaking news. This is actually very crazy. If you don't know, after the Charlie Kirk assassination, it's been going very crazy trying to figure out who exactly actually assassinated him. People are not believing the government story because it just seems weird once again, like usual. It's basically JFK all over again. And it's hard to trust the government, even when it's on the Republican side. It becomes very difficult because there's inconsistencies for whatever reasons, and these inconsistencies, once you notice them, it becomes a very glaring thing where it's like, man, this doesn't seem to be very accurate. So if Charlie, 24 hours before he got assassinated, was expressing to people that he believed that he was going to get killed, who are these? First off, who are the people? I know right now, that's Candace Owens, by the way. She's saying it's anonymous. She's not going to reveal who these people are. But who's they? If you don't know, a couple days ago, I believe this was Monday, um, information came out where Candace Owens pretty much shocked the world because at this moment, the world right now is against her. It's very strange. Um, if you don't know Candace, think of her at like Charlie Kirk's homie or friend, that they are close, and they have a good relationship. From what we have seen, they have a good, very good relationship. They used to work very, very close together. Now she has her own show and he has his own organization, and they're working together. They're still friends, and she's right now trying to get to the bottom of it. It's been about a month. She's trying to find out what is happening. Okay. Now, she released this message a couple days ago because at the moment, most people are believing that Candace believes that Israel is the one who assassinated Charlie Kirk, which she has not expressed that at all. She's looking at the information, seeing the falsehood, and saying, hey, there's a lot of issues here. So she's not saying Israel did it, but a lot of people believe that because of her backstory and um, what she currently believes in other areas. But I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people are discounting um, an Israeli connection, even when this news did come out, which I think this news that was released a couple days ago, it shows that, hey, we should look at this. Hey, we should maybe investigate this. Okay, so here is the news that came out that she released a screenshot. This is, I believe, is it 3 days or 2 days before? Let's see. It says here. Okay, let's read it. So Charlie Kirk, it says, just lost another huge Jewish donor, 2 million a year because we won't cancel Tucker Carlson. Right? I'm thinking of inviting Candace. So if you don't know, there is Zionist. These are Christians who have a deep love for Israel and want Israel to succeed. very much so. And some of them are Jewish people in general, and some of them are Christians who believe heavily in the Jewish state and want them to succeed very well. Okay, and those guys, they don't like a group of people called Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens because their ideologies clash very heavily, very heavily. And so, what from the text messages, what it seems like is that Charlie Kirk, who was a very, I would consider a pro Zionist, very pro Israel, at the a few days before he died, became a lot more, let's say, less of a Zionist. So you can see this text message here where he says, Jewish donors play into all the stereotypes. I cannot and will not be bullied like this, leaving me no choice but to leave the pro Israel cause. So he was the champion of pro Israel in America. If you wanted to see someone who was pro the country of Israel and everything like in that form, that was Charlie Kirk. And towards the end of his life, he became less of that. And this was 3 days before his assassination, around that time. And then now we're getting information that 24 hours before his assassination, he's saying they are about to kill me. Who are these people? We do not know yet. We do not know yet. I don't know if I would say I trust the government. The way Epstein was handled, it's very hard to trust the government right now. In things like this, I think our country is going in a good direction, but I just don't know how they messed up on Epstein like that. It was one of the few things that made me think, oh my goodness, I could be being lied to right now. Um, I think I'm being lied to, and that hurts. That hurts. So, who is the person killing Charlie Kirk? Who wants his death? Um, I would say, actually, I'll get to the end and say my opinion on that. Now, where it gets more interesting is the spokesperson for uh, Turning Point USA. I believe his name is Andrew. His name is Andrew. So the way you have to think of it is like this: if Candace Owen, who used to be in TPUSA, TPUSA is the organization that Charlie Kirk ran. It's the organization that helped Trump win the election. And so Charlie Kirk is no longer here, and so now we have um, uh, people that were in this organization who are now speaking and being in the podcast. They were already there before, but Charlie's no longer there. And Candace and TPUSA at the moment do not have a good relationship because Candace thinks these guys are lying. Candace does not believe them, these people, what they're saying at the moment. Um, and the TPUSA, they is the vibe that they give off is like, oh, Charlie was in a loving relationship with Israel at the end. So what's happening is Candace is like, no, I think Charlie was becoming more and more against the pro-Israel cause. And then the vibe that they were giving off was, no, actually, he was still like that. Okay? So now when the news came out, what's happening and why it's a big news is that, whoa, it seems like Candace has uh the things that she's saying, there's some truth there. And it's big news because before, I mean, the way you would see the prime minister, I believe it's the prime minister, Netanyahu, the way he was speaking of Charlie was like, oh man, we were in love. And it may not be the case. So this is why they're butting heads. And so we get this basically confession now from TPUSA that this person actually not only saw this message before, he was in the group chat when the message was made, this spokesperson. And so now TPUSA is coming out and saying, yes, we knew about this. I was even involved. And I sent this to the government to, basically figure out what exactly is going on. I want to actually play a video. Actually, right before that, who assassinated Charlie Kirk? Guys, the truth is, at the end of the day, it was a demonic attack against the Christian faith. At the end of the day, that's what it is. Okay, we cannot stay here and lie like, oh, this was all normal. No, it's not normal. It's not normal to go and assassinate someone, shoot a person in the neck. It's not normal. Straight up demonic. The devil, I believe, truly did not play his cards right. Because I will now be, and this is just me personally, what happened to Charlie has made me more zealous, more wanting to get closer, more wanting to understand God, get closer to God. So it didn't work. And there are millions of people like me. All right. I want to play a video by Apostle Edu here that talks about Charlie just a little bit.
That's why they killed a guy in the US. Very sad something. Very sad.
It is. It is, man.
As I was praying, I saw that that guy would have been the president of that nation. So what is in contention is not even what he's saying. It's a political contest. It's a spiritual contest. As I was saying it, my wife came back. We said it together. Like she said it, like we are saying, I perceive that the guy who will say be president. We just said it together. Satan has long-term plans. So after me, I will have my long-term plan.
By the way, this is where I agree. It definitely was a spiritual attack against the Christian faith. It was a political attack. Man, that guy, everyone that knew him was like, "Oh, this guy's gonna be the next president. He's gonna be a president one day." So, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Um, it is crazy. It's crazy how Candace Owens is revealing information, more information than what the government is saying. That's the annoying part. It's like, oh, it's been a month. We're just gonna wash it away. We're just gonna wash all the Charlie Kirk stuff away. When no, the future president was just killed. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But God bless everyone, and we'll talk again soon.